Hello guys. As I told you yesterday, since I'm going to be at a swim meet today, I have a short video for you for notes today. Alright, today we're going to be talking specifically about box and whisker plots. Alright, in order to create a box and whisker plot, we're going to be using those quartiles that we learned about yesterday. Alright, so if you've not already looked at yesterday's notes, you might want to have those up while we go through this, so that way you know what we're talking about when we say the median, lower quartile, and upper quartile. Alright. So, for box and whisker plots, our main question for this that we're going to be working on today and tomorrow is how to create box and whisker plots for given sets of data. Alright, so if we have a list of numbers, how do we turn that into what is known as a box and whisker plot? Alright, well, before we start talking about that, we have to learn about what is called a 5-number summary. Alright, the 5-number summary, it involves the 3 quartiles that we learned about yesterday. Alright, and then we also have included in there what is known as the minimum and what is known as the maximum. Alright, the minimum, or what we sometimes call as the min, alright, it is just the smallest number. Alright, our minimum is just the smallest number of our data set. Right? On the other side, our maximum, which we'll sometimes abbreviate as max, right, is the largest number of our data set. All right, so the minimum and the maximum are just numbers that we would use to find the range. All right, obviously, as we talked about yesterday, the median is the middle number. Right, the lower quartile, also known as the first quartile or Q1, is the middle number of the smaller half, or the middle number of the lower half. All right, while the upper quartile or the third quartile or Q3 is the middle number of the larger half or the second half. All right, so the only new numbers that we're adding to this today are that minimum number, or what is the smallest, and the maximum, what is the largest. All right, so we're only going to look at one example of this, all right, and we're going to look at it for the data set that is right here, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 18, and 19. All right, so since we want the 5 numbers, we want the min, we want Q1, we want the median, we want Q3, and we want the max. All right, well, as we said, the minimum, or the min, is just the smallest number. In this case, the smallest number is 4. Meanwhile, the max is just the largest number, in this case, 19. All right. Q1, the median, and Q3, or the upper quartile, the median, and the lower quartile, going backwards there, are all exactly how we found them yesterday. All right, so the median, all right, my middle number is right there over 11. So my median would be 11. All right, then Q1, it's the middle number of the lower half, which would get rid of 4 and 10, so that's going to be 9. All right, and Q3 is the median of the upper half, in this case, 18. All right, so those 5 numbers would make my complete 5-number summary. All right, the minimum is 4, Q1 is 9, the median 11, Q3 is 18, and the max is 19. All right, so it's the same process of what we did in our notes yesterday and for your assignment that you got yesterday. All right, except for now we're adding the minimum, which is the lowest number, and the maximum, which is the highest number. All right. Now, where this goes into box and whisker plots, all right, a box and whisker plot is just a visual representation of a 5-number summary. All right. So every box and whisker plot will have some sort of number line underneath. All right. That's labeled with numbers. All right. Then above that somewhere, you will see about 5 dots above that number line. All right. Each one represents a number of that 5-number summary. All right. The min is on the far left. The max is on the far right. All right. And then just goes from greatest leaf there. Q1. The median is the one in the middle. And then Q3 is the 4th one from the left. All right. And where this gets its name is the box and whiskers. All right. Is this Q1 to Q3 and the median. All right. They make up a box, or we would draw a box around those. So we have the lower quartile, which would be Q1, the median, and the upper quartile, or Q3, make up our box. All right. And then we connect the min and the max, which are straight lines. All right. We call those our whiskers. So that's the min and the max, drawing the straight line to them from the box, creates our whiskers. All right. So that's the main reason why it's called a box and whisker plot. The box coming from where we draw that box around the 3 quartiles. The whiskers coming from how we connect the min and the max with a straight line. All right. And then on this number line down underneath, we would have whatever numbers correspond with those dots above on the box and whisker plot. All right. So we're just going to look at a couple of examples like that in our notes, 3 to be exact. All right. This first example B, all right, first thing you should notice is it's the same set as we did in example A. So I'm just going to copy our 5-number summary down real quick. All right, we knew the min was 4. We knew Q1 was 9. We knew the median was 11. All right, Q3 was 18. And the max was 19. All right, so that was our 5-number summary. All right, so then what I'm going to do is I need to make a number line that covers that full range. So I need to know from 4 to 19 is what I need on my number line. All right, so we're going to say that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. All right, so this was 19. This is 17, 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, and 5. Notice I labeled every other one. If you wanted to come back through and label all these, we're going 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and 18, you could. All right, if you want to skip count and count by 2s for some, because they're farther apart, if we need to count by 3s for some, you can count by whatever number you want to. All right, but now I have my number line going from 4 to 19, from the min to the max. All right, so now I'm just going to go find each of those 5 numbers that I have. All right, I want to put a dot above them. So like I have min's 4, so I'm going to put a dot at 4. Q1 is 9, so I'm going to put a dot above 9. The median is 11, so I'm going to put a dot above 11. Q3 is 18, so I'm going to put a dot above 18. And the max is 19, so I'm going to put a dot above 19. All right. Now we said the 2 quartiles, or the 3 quartiles, one of them being the median, make our box. So I'm going to draw lines through those and make my box around them. All right. Then the min and the max, they create our whiskers. So I'm just going to go out here, draw a line, and connect the min and the max to that point on the box. All right. And that is all we have for our box and whisker plot. All right. So we're going to move on. Two more examples. All right. C. All right. We have the set 6, 8, 10, 12, 16, 24. All right. So first thing I need to do, since they're already in order, I can go straight to finding my 5-number summary. So I need the min, I need the first quartile or lower quartile, I need the median, I need the upper quartile or Q3, and I need the max. All right. Well, if I look, the lowest number is 6, so the median min is 6. The highest number is 24, so the max is 24. Right? Then I find the median. Well, that happens right in there between 10 and 12. So for the median, we could take 10 plus 12 and divide it by 2. That would be 22 divided by 2, which is 11. So the median is 11. All right. The middle of the first half of the data, or Q1, would be 8. The middle of the second half of the data, or Q3, would be 16. All right. So once again, there's a 5-number summary. The only new parts from yesterday are we find the smallest number for the min and the greatest number for the max. All right. Now I'm going to go create my number line. All right. This one, since I have to get all the way from 6 to 24, I'm going to count by 2s. All right. So we're going to start with 6. This next line is going to be 8, then 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. All right, then we'll go in and label. Once again, if you wanted to label every other one, you could do that as well. All right, so I got my number line there. All right, now I'm just going to go put my dots. All right, so the min is 6, so I have a dot above 6. All right, Q1 is 8, so I'm going to put a dot above 8. The median is 11. And if we look down at our number line, we should notice that there's no number that's 11 down there. We didn't write it. All right. But we know 11 comes between 10 and 12. So we're just going to come up here. And 11 is going to be that dot in between the number 10 and 12. Then we're going to do Q3 above 16. And we're going to do the max above 24. All right. We know Q1, the median, and Q3 make our box. Just going to draw our box there. All right. Then we're going to connect the max and the min using our whiskers. All right. Now, I'm going to pause here for a couple minutes for you guys to try letter D. All right. Or I'm going to let Miss Steinmeier pause the video. All right. For a couple minutes, try letter D. All right, and then when most of you have completed it, she can restart the video, and you can see how I did that. All right, so good luck. If you have any questions, she should be able to answer them. We are going to work on this a little bit more tomorrow as well. So don't fret too much if you're a little bit lost still. All right, so hopefully you all got a good start on this so far. All right, first step, since we have to find the median and the quartiles, is we have to get the numbers in order. All right, so lowest number is 1. There's only 1, 2. I see 2 3s, 4, 5, 6, 3 7s, and then 2 9s. All right, and we could do this with bigger numbers. I just have them all single digits right now for simplicity's sake for the video. All right, so obviously first thing I need to do is find my 5-number summary. All right, that would include the min, the lower quartile, the median, the upper quartile, and the max. All right, just looking at the set, nothing in order. The minimum or smallest number is 1. The max is 9. All right, next I need to find the median. All right, we got 2 in the middle, 5 and 6, so the median is going to be in there. All right, if I do 5 plus 6, that's 11. Divided by 2 is 5.5. All right, then I need to find the median of my first half. So that would be, get rid of 5, 4, 1, and 2. I have 2 numbers in the middle again, but they're both 3s. So Q1 is just 3. Going for the upper quartile, I also have 2 numbers in the middle there, but they're both 7, so Q3 is just 7. All right. Now that I have my 5-number summary, I'm going to go to a number line. All right, I need the numbers 1 through 9, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What was a silly 8? 8, 9. All right, then I got to put my dots up above it. My min is at 1, so dot above 1. Lower quartile or Q1 is at 3. The median's at 5.5, so that's halfway between 5 and 6. The third quartile or the upper quartile is at 7, and the max is 9. All right, from here, we draw our box. All right, and then you connect our min and max with the whiskers. All right, so that's it really for our notes on box and whiskers. All right, the next activity you are going to look at involves just taking that box and whisker plot and reading it. So identifying what are the min, the max, what's the lower quartile, what's the upper quartile, and what is the median. All right, Ms. Steinmeier is going to go through a lot of those with you. She's going to let you try them first, though. All right, so I'm going to pause here for a second while she passes those papers out. All right, we're going to do the first one together on this video. All right, and then she's going to let you try the other 4 of them. All right, and then you'll go over them together. All right. All right, so box and whisker plots, reading them. All right, pretty simple. It's just the exact opposite of what we just did. All right, so I'm going to look at number 1 here. All right, and they want us to find the 5-number summary. All right, so we still want the min, we want the first quartile, we want the median, we want the third quartile, and we want the max. All right, but if we look at those numbers up top, the data set's there, so we could find it numerically, but they're all not in order. So we probably don't want to take the time to sort it, especially since the box and whisker plot's there. All right, so we're just going to use the box and whisker plot to find it. All right, the min, all right, is this point on the low end. So the min's right there. The first quartile is the left side of the box. The median is in the middle of the box. All right, the third quartile is the right side of the box, and the max is the point at the far right. All right, so the max, it's above 22. So the max is pretty simple at 22. Q3 is at 18. So we know the upper quartile or the third quartile is 18. All right. The median, or not the median, the min, there's no number here, but if we kept going, since it counts by, it looks like it's counting by 2s, but really each line is 1 because we could put 13 there. So that's really 11. So we could find the min is 11. All right. For Q1 and the median, though, it's a little bit harder because they don't fall right on a tick mark. All right. So as we're looking at this, all right, Q1, it's right here. That's in between 14 and 15. All right. And if we look up at the data set, we know they're all whole numbers. So what they probably did is they had to add 14 and 15 together and divide by 2, and that would give them 14.5. 5. All right. Similar thing for the median, which would fall between 16 and 17. All right, that median would be 16.5 because it would be 16 and a half. All right, so that's all the examples that I'm going to do for you in this video. All right, Ms. Steinmeier is going to have you try 2, 3, 4, and 5 on this paper, just identifying what those 5 number summaries are from the box and whisker plot. All right, after you guys are done with that, you have the rest of class to work on 2 things. You have your quartiles assignment from yesterday to work on. All right, and then there's also a Google check in Google Classroom. All right, so you will have both of those. You can work on both those. Your quartiles assignment, remember, is due tomorrow. We will grade it toward the beginning of class. All right, so if you guys have any questions, all right, let Ms. Steinmeier know. If you still have questions or she has questions, she will email me, or you guys can email me, or just remember them and you can ask them in class tomorrow. Have a great day.